Okay, well, and we are live. Hello and welcome to the How Not to Noob series by me, Remethep, yours truly. In the last episode we talked a little bit about power and how it is completely necessary to do anything. Right then. And since I am a slow one, I might have forgotten to place a block. So I'll do that now. Here. Yep. So okay, we have power. Yay! Now we want to do stuff with that power. And we want to build stuff. But before we can build stuff, we need stuff to build with. It's super obvious this. So, in our magical cargo container, I have 10 tons of iron ore, called Fe here because that's the fancy name for iron, ferrum, all of the minerals in the game, and I think it's 10 of them are named like that, fancy like. So, there are 2 blocks that can turn minerals into ingots in this game. It's the arc furnace, which will only take, or blast furnace, it's called arc furnace, but yeah, there you have it, which will only work on iron, nickel and cobalt. It's baseline faster and uses less power than the refinery, which can process any mineral. So this is often seen as an emergency block. It has its uses. But to get that mineral processing, I will take 1000, and I'll do that. In the last episode I used control and clicked to get 10. And as you can see, from 10 iron ore I got 6.3 iron ingot. There is a loss when it comes to all this. Iron is the best. You get the most iron back from ore into ingots, and then all the way up to platinum, where you need to use a lot of ore to get ingots. But using shift and left mouse button I can transfer 100, which is a little more, and using shift and control and left mouse button I can take 1000. So now this is churning through, and we can see here it's spending 330 kilowatts. So yeah, and there it's finished, and it only needs 1 kilowatt to be in idle mode, so which is very little. The refinery though, this is a completely unupgraded refinery. It will just churn happily away at all that iron and turn that into ores, ingots. Yeah. So now we have some ingots here. We have quite a lot of ingots here. So now we want, because we can't build anything with the ingots, we have to turn the ingots into components. And this might seem a bit confusing. I assure you, if you do this a couple of times, it will go automatically. So we take these ingots into the upper here. This is the upper inventory of the refinery, and then to the lower. And we can't, of course, place it because there is no connection here. We can't transport ingots from the refinery to the assembler. And we want to do that. So I'll plop down a conveyor tube which conveyors up the refinery to the assembler from one of those big yellow ports to another. So now we can go into the refinery here and plop the iron into the assembler. The cool thing here is that we can have all this iron in the refinery, and when we need it, the assembler will automatically pull it. So, to make components, we want to go to our production tab. And here we have all the components in the game. This is all the vanilla components. For those of us used to playing with mods, this is a very barren list. And here you see that the assembler is set by default to assemble. If you go to disassemble, that is where you can take components and reduce them to their constituent minerals. At times very, very important, but we won't do that. What we want to do is to make 100 steel plate. To build in this game, you need thousands and thousands of steel plate, more often. And now, to the inventory, we can see that the assembler is pulling ores, ingots from the refinery into itself and using those ingots to make components. Again, this is really not that advanced, but it can seem overwhelming. Alright, and with that, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode where we'll actually get to build something. Bye!